Hey everyone, I'm here with Chester Thompson. We got a legend sitting here next to me. It's amazing to be able to sit here and chat and talk drums with Chester. And we were talking about setups here. And Chester, like you said that you have like around 3 or 4 different setups for what you do, right?
Well, yeah. I mean, if I'm doing a big tour, then I prefer 2 bass drums as opposed to like the pedal. And so when I do that, I'm probably using about 8 toms. Oh yeah, man.
8 toms.
Yeah, notes, sounds, And I usually don't use more than 6 cymbals. So, I mean, I don't do like the million cymbal thing. But so that I like notes. I like my sounds. It's like I want my high pitched, almost bongo-ish, and I want my cannons, and everything in between. So, I mean, when I first started doing that, it's like I was with Zappa and I showed up one day and my drums weren't on stage. It was this big 12-piece kid on stage. So it was like, and at first it's intimidating because you think you gotta like hit every drum all the time, and it's not. It's like a piano. You play the notes you need when you need them. And but then and my probably normal setup is 3 toms up, 2 on the floor. Like in my studio, it's either a double kit or the 3 up and 2 down. One of the things I do, I've got a jazz trio, and sometimes I'll just pull out a little bebop kit and play that,
What's your favorite one to play?
Oh, goodness. Well, see, each of them brings a different feel. Each of them makes you feel different. I mean, there are times, man, I got to crank up the big kit and just go nuts and go for it. I love playing quiet and delicate and hopefully tasteful, And then the more general purpose, stuff that doesn't have to be like so quiet, but I can really dig in, then I'll use I'll go between either a 20-inch kick or 22, depending on what I'm doing with the 3 up, 2 down thing. And yeah, it's like it depends a lot on what music I'm doing. It's not just I make those decisions based on what I've got to play.
Right. Okay, so now I'm going to ask you. Let's talk about a little bit of the thought process behind writing your part to a song. Like, how do you approach writing your part to a song?
Well, to be real honest, if it's something I've never played before, just some kind of music, I sit there and I just listen, and wherever my hands and feet go, that's where I start.
Just whatever you just naturally feel.
Yes, I just absolutely go with my, okay, this is, I just sit there and just listen, and then in my hands, I will eventually play something. And I've found over the years, for me, that's usually the most honest, and 9 times out of 10, it's what needs to be done, depending on the writer or arranger, whatever it is, whoever I'm working with. You make adjustments, you fine-tune things, but I've learned to trust that over the years, and I find that, and it's me as opposed to, I've been working real hard the last few years trying to get out of playing by habit. I've been doing a lot of teaching the last 15 years at the University of Nashville, Belmont. I'm there a couple of days a week, but I've got some great players for students. And so in my own playing and where I go with them, it's like not playing the obvious, So I've got like these whacked out exercises where you got to play all kinds of crazy combinations of things just to bust you out of your habits, really,
And I'm glad that you brought that up, because with my playing, I get so locked into exactly what I do that it's difficult to get out of that. And I know a lot of our viewers have the same issue. Everybody gets locked into their own way of doing things, and then they it's their go-to, and it drives you crazy. So what do you do to break yourself out of that?
I don't want to go-to anymore.
Yeah.
One day I'd like to get to the point where I play what's right for the music. And even if it's that different than what my normal beat would have been in that situation, I want to be free to go there and not have it default because, like, oh, this is beat number 122 or something, you know what I mean? Right. I think of the drums as notes. And so I hear melodies. I don't think drums anymore. So, and you learn quicker. Again, I'm in that learning thing, and I'm always like trying to push my students and kind of get them out of the comfort zones. And some of these guys, by the time they're seniors, they're so doggone good that it's really keeping me in the woodshed, which is great because it's pushing me to push them, And I hear melodies, so I don't often. A lot of times I'll be hearing a bass line in my head and breaking it up between the kids, for example. And that just doesn't turn out to be your typical beat usually, you know.
Right.
But it's not. I'm not trying to do that. I'm just trying to be honest and free and really respond to the music as I really hear it now, you know.
You know, I had a drum teacher when I first moved to LA and just started studying really seriously. Tell me, you know, why don't you like to come up with different fills and ideas in your head? Like, just start trying to play Mary Had a Little Lamb around the drum kit.
Yeah, well,
or just something just as simple as that.
Well, okay, like, I mean, these days I'm playing a whole lot of jazz, which I've always done, but I'm doing more of it than anything right at the moment, right? Because I've got a jazz trio and things are going real well. And so basically, like, so I have to trade fours a lot, I have to solo a lot. Well, I've tried to become a horn player. Okay, so I'm not trying to play Tony licks. I'm not trying to, you know, I'm not trying to go there. I mean, if we got to trade chords, you know, like, well, we got like a Latin thing going on, right? You know, so you got like, say it's a tune, you know, like somebody, the horn player plays a solo. When it's my turn to play, I'm not gonna go. I'm gonna go. You know.
Right.
And it just makes it a little more interesting, you know.
Yeah, more musical.
Yeah, that's what I'm going for. I mean, hopefully it comes out that way. I mean, obviously I want to, you know, keep your chops. At this age, you got to work a lot harder to keep your chops up than I used to have to do. But because if I hear an idea and it means I gotta like rip, then I want to be able to rip. I don't want to like, you know. But I'm not gonna rip just for the sake of ripping. I'm gonna rip because musically that's where it's going, you know. So that, you know, just trying to. Again, I just, you know, and when I say I'm trying to not play by habit, that doesn't mean that I'm trying to never play something I played before. If that's what's right for the song, then that's what I want to play.
Well, Chester, thank you so much for stopping by. It's been an honor to talk to you. Like, I've seen you play on television so many times, and it's wonderful to be able to sit here and chat with you.
Great, thank you, man. Appreciate it.